Hi, Massive D here. In this video I will show you how to find modified embedded firmware. This item is considered to be rare, however, if you know exactly where to look for them, they can be one of the most easiest items to find in the game. Our journey begins in a cockpit of an Asp Explorer. However, you can use any of your favorite ships, as long as they can fit a planetary vehicle hangar. Also, if you're wondering why I sound like this, it's because I'm the governor of California. Come on, do it. I'm right here, kill me. Come with me if you want to live. Live with me if you want to come. Yeah. Anyway, if we look at the map... If we look at the map, star systems in the center of inhabited space is where we begin our search. Now here is the trick. Instead of going to high security large settlements, we're going to be raiding medium security small ones. Not only is this method more time efficient, it's also way more rewarding. The main issue with large settlements is that it takes way more time to raid them. You're forced to fight security turrets and sentries. In comparison, while raiding small settlements, you don't even need to break a sweat. The way their restriction zones are positioned allows you to go in and scan all of their data points without ever getting attacked by security systems at all, making it a hassle-free experience. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, I don't really care about experience. I want to find modified embedded firmware and I want to be able to do it consistently. But here's the thing. It's unclear, by accident or by design, but small, medium security settlements actually have way better drop tables than the large, high security ones. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. This is the first settlement I find just a few stars away from the Founder's World. Even though I don't find modified embedded firmware this time, this is still a very good example that showcases some of the very distinct advantages in raiding these specific settlements. First of all, police ships are not a problem here. If you play this game alone, and you've raided a lot of large, high-security settlements in the past like I have, you know exactly how much grief system authority ships can cause you. Ask yourself, how many times has this happened to you? You arrive at a system and you find a high-security settlement thousands of light seconds away from you. You fly there for minutes and arrive at its location just to find a police ship guarding it. You can't really kill it because you're probably in a federal gunship equipped with dumbfire missiles to deal with all the Goliaths which are common in high security settlements. Even if you are equipped to kill them, then you will still need to deal with the base defenses, which means more security ships will be able to arrive later. And chances are you won't be able to deal with them then, since you will be stuck on the ground in your SRV. And even if you successfully manage to go back to your ship, kill the security ships and attempt to raid the outpost again, the entire effort is just a massive time sink. After a few encounters like that, each time you see a police ship near a settlement, you will just turn your ship around and leave to find a new one. The problem with that is that you already wasted time coming here, and if the next settlement has the exact same scenario with a police ship guarding it, then you're shit out of luck and you have to repeat the whole process until you find a settlement that has no security. To put in perspective, as you can see from the video in the background, it's only been a few minutes since I arrived at this outpost, and already I've scanned 2 data points out of 3. So there you go. By the time it takes to raid 1 large security outpost, you can raid 2, sometimes even 3 small medium security ones, if you are lucky enough to have them in the same system, which happens on a reasonable amount of occasions. And now for the best part, the loot. This part of the clip showcases the absolute worst scenario. We didn't find modified embedded firmware just yet. However, look at that. That's a security firmware patch, another valuable item frequently required for getting mainstream engineer upgrades. While raiding small, medium security settlements, you will acquire modified embedded firmware about 2 times out of 3. However, you will get security firmware patches and cracked industrial firmwares as a consolation prize when you don't. And a lot of the time, you will get all 3 in one drop, which means that you are farming 3 extremely valuable materials at the same time. How cool is that? If you're still not convinced, follow me to the next outpost. Here we do find some modified embedded firmware. As you can see here, this time there are ships in the outpost's vicinity. One of them seems to be a tourist ship. The other one that's docked with the outpost itself is a Federal Navy ship, and I do believe it would turn hostile and engage us immediately if we were to attack the outpost. However, it's not gonna bother us at all, as the outpost itself will never turn hostile to us. Now, police ships are not the only problem in the high security settlements, although if you are a veteran player, to you they are most annoying ones as they do not have an obvious workaround to them. If you are an aged player, the amount of base defenses will not faze you at all. Most players know exactly how to deal with all of them, including the Goliaths. I will be making a video on how to solo large security outposts in the future, but for now, let's talk about your options if you are a rookie. If you just started playing the game recently, but already reached a point where you are considering engineer upgrades, you can still successfully take down large high security settlements. All you need is a Sidewinder and a surface reconnaissance vehicle in the cargo hold. However, that only works if you don't encounter police, nor the Goliaths, and if you do, you're sort of screwed. To efficiently deal with Goliaths, you will need a ship like Federal Gunship, a full loadout of dumbfire missiles to nuke them down quickly, and a series of point defense system installations to keep you safe from their return missile fire. In more scenarios than you would like to be in, you will find yourself having to leave the settlement in search for one that has neither the police nor Goliaths in it, and that can put you in a loop where every single settlement you visit will have them in it. Few hours of such state of affairs will drive you mad, and you will quite seriously be considering if you in fact died somewhere along the way and currently are experiencing the 9 circles of hell. But do not despair just yet, as we gracefully approach our final settlement and I dodge jump a boulder like a total badass, our salvation awaits. Also, I'm not sure if I should make a separate video on this, but I do want to show you a small trick I learned while raiding settlements. I am going to turn off my SRV's lights completely here. When I first started raiding outposts, nighttime operations was a total nightmare for me. I used to have my face nearly touching the monitor, eyes squinting, and still couldn't see where the bloody data points were, to the point where I got desperate enough to start going into settings and increasing my gamma values to the max, which was the most annoying thing ever. Luckily for me, about 5,000 settlements later, I got a little bit wiser. Did you see that large green light on the data point there? Now pay close attention to the screen here. There. See that? With a little bit of experience, you can identify these lights anywhere from miles away. So if you are having trouble finding data points in settlements on dark side of planets like I did in the beginning, try turning off the lights. It may feel a bit counterintuitive at first, but soon finding data points in the dark will be a piece of cake. So we just finished scanning the second data point out of 4, and are about to get the rest. Notice how the base is not angry at us, and how the security ship is not murdering us horribly. Yes, it is saying alert, alert, but it's not doing anything really. One might say this is a peaceful and enjoyable experience, wouldn't you agree? And as we approach on the last data point, let us reminisce on what we witnessed here today. Police ships didn't bother us, bases didn't attack us, it only took a couple of minutes of driving around in each outpost to get to the loot, and as you can see for yourself, we just got what we came here for.
This is the Governor of California. This video was sponsored by Medium Security Small Outpost. Same loot as their big brothers, infinite time lost the effort. High security large settlements are fucking bullshit. Throw rocks at them. What are you waiting for? Subscribe for more Elite Dangerous tutorials or be terminated. I'll be back.